Pre-game warm-up coming up here. About 4 minutes to go. I got pre-game prayer, so I'll be downstairs for a bit, and then I'll come up and take over the stream and do some stuff. But otherwise, the camera's just going to kind of stay put right here for a little bit. You may notice a different color scheme here on the NorthStar Knights as they are wearing their special Christmas jerseys. These jerseys are all for sale on auction right now. Somebody can probably post a link or something in the comments here and share that with some folks that came out to the NorthStar families to go ahead and share with their families and friends. But special holiday jersey, but similar colors. Today we're going to be going against the Madison Capitals 16U team. We're over here in white and red. Looks like we're going to have a full house today. I see Potter is back, and after a very long break, great to see Jack Maley back as well. And I do believe we got a full crew today. Yeah, I'll come down in a second. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to leave you folks to the rest of the warm-ups. I'm going to head down because we have less than a minute. I got pre-game prayer, and then I'll be back up.
Starting lineups of both teams, please take their respective blue lines. NorthStar Sports Complex to watch your NorthStar Knights take on the Madison Capitals. Please rise and remove cover for the Flames national anthem. Please bow your heads and maintain an attitude of respect as Ray Irvine leads us in our pregame prayer.
Lord God, you are worthy of all praise and deserving of all thanks. And so we do that. We give you our praise for your greatness and your faithfulness. We give you our thanks that we get to be here to watch and to play this great game, for the families to be able to be here. We ask for your protection over everyone on the ice, in the benches, and the stands. But mostly we want to thank you for your son Jesus, the greatest gift ever given, because he meets our greatest need, which is the forgiveness of our sins if we simply just ask. And that's our prayer, is that you would be magnified and glorified for our good and your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
The NorthStar Knights thank you for your support of NorthStar Knights hockey. Please stay aware as pucks can and do fly out of play.
All right. Here we are. We're underway. NorthStar winning that face-off, but becoming a scramble in the neutral zone as the puck enters into the offensive zone. A little bounce and forth at the blue line. Going to take me a minute, catch my breath, and get up to speed here. Camera angle's a little tough. Hands are in the way and all that stuff, but do my best to bring it to you. I tried to run up the stairs quick. I'm already out of breath. All right, puck coming into our end. Oliver getting a touch on it. Again, these new jerseys are going to throw me off a little bit as I try to recognize names and numbers here. This puck coming up to the blue line, thrown in, excuse me, by the Capitals. Picked up, Braden with the puck, little alley-oop pass, trying to find Larkin down here at the blue line. He gets pinned against the wall, goes out for a change, Caps with the puck. That's chipped in, held, and batted down with a high stick for a stoppage and a great chance for me to catch my breath. Hopefully the sound is coming through. I think my earbud's connected. Maybe Shannon can send me a text, make sure it sounds okay. If you can hear me. I'm scrambling a little bit. Behind the play. Here we go. All right. Schulenberg with the puck, gets it over to Suki. Suki goes up, trying to find Tuner. Tuner going in. And apparently they missed the tip, and that is called for an icing. I thought that got tipped at center ice, but I guess not. Man, I can't get this thing to like sit straight. There we go. Let's try that. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to make sure the camera stops bouncing around here. I think that's right. There we go. All right, defends its own face-off. Won by the Knights. Taken back into the corner, chipped up off the glass into neutral space. And up and out of play. Lands in the score table. So it'll come back down. Let's see if I can figure out who's on the ice here now. It looks like we got Schulenberger and Suki on D. And let me see. Gold's out there with Burke. Alex out there with Burke and Logan. There we go. It's amazing, just even seeing different jerseys. It's like hard to recognize their stride and their stance. Just has such a different feel with these colors. They're not all that dramatically different, but throwing me off quite a bit. All right, we get a change here. Cooper Smith is going to be out here with Drew Picorni on D. Gabe Lee's on there with Potter. And who's on the left? Probably Winter on the left, I'm guessing. It's hard to see from here. No, that's Cash. Sorry. All right, Caps with the puck, getting it up. Gets past the blue line, and we get a quick whistle for an offsides, and we'll have a neutral zone drop here right below us. All right. Guys switch sides a little bit. Cash on the right, Potter at the center, and we got Gabe out left. Face off chip back by Potter, goes to Coop, over to Drew. You're not going to see it. It's right below you. That's thrown in by Drew. Goes all the way around to the far side corner. Potter's able to get there. Centers one. That gets through everybody clean. Comes back into the neutral zone where Drew picked it up. Cuts, reverses, reaches the line, dumps it in. This one goes deep. Potter on the forecheck with some help from Gabe. 2-2 battle down low. Goes to the far side half wall. From the point, Coop gets it down low. Potter gets on his horse. Cuts back to the middle. Shake and bake. Loses it. He's got two guys on him. Fans on the first. Keeps the puck with him. Gets taken down. No call. Battle in the corner. Cash hits his guy. That's chipped though. Out into neutral space. Comes deep actually. Drew gets on his horse. He's there. He scoops it. Takes it back behind the net. Reverses actually for Cooper. Cooper chipping one up. Looking for Cash. That's just off the mark. Caps with the puck now coming through. Hard shot from the top of the circles. Patted down by Oliver. That's picked up by Irvine. Irvine's coming out. He's got room. He's out wide. He cuts through to the middle. Keeps the puck. Through to the middle. Chips right in front. Oh, just missing on the left side. Fans on it from the far side wall. Stays with the play. Scooping at it. He gets pinned. Backhanded in as the Caps need to go out for a change. Drew's going to go pick up this puck in the defensive end. Throws it across to Sam. Sam gets around a guy. He comes in on the right side of the dots. Drops it for Ethan. Back to Sam. Sam cuts, stays behind the goal line, throws it up high. Maley comes in, chips it forward. Good to see him back on the ice after a long break. That's thrown in deep for an icing, and there's the whistle. And that'll come all the way back down with 14:32 left to go in the first period. Not a lot of shots yet, 2-1. Guys finding their rhythm. Puck comes back out into the Knights' end. Maley's going to get there first. He's able to chip it up, get it into neutral space. Thrown back in, but the Caps batted down and then back into neutral again. So a little bit of back and forth here as we can't keep clear possession yet. Drop from Maley to Kinger. Kinger with the puck, chips it up off the glass, finds Larkin in the middle. Him and Noah run into each other. It's chipped out wide. Caps read it, steal it, come back the other way. That's a lot of hair on that dude. Holy cow. Commodore feel coming out of that flow. That's something. All right, steal in the neutral zone by Larkin, reading that well. Dropped it out for Strom. Strom shoots, goes a little wide right. Schulenberger going to pick up the puck at the goal line in her own end. Reverses it back for Ian. Ian rifles one up. That gets through everybody. Apparently it's tipped. They wave it off. Larkin goes in on the forecheck. Got Spee in front. He's got broken up pass there, and Cap's coming back the other way. Ian playing his D. Quick shot from the outside. Stick down by Oliver. Goes into the near side corner. Everybody's battling. Quick shot from that corner. Rings off the side. This one right up through the middle. This is dangerous. Good block. Bad shot. Hesitated, waited, and then again. But that one comes to Burke. Backhanded in for Logan. Looking for a call on there, but that's not coming. I don't know if I kept up with the play, but great block up high, I think by Burke. And then he chips it up, gets it to Spee. Spee backhands one and gets taken out in the process, but no call. All right, nice winning it after. Ooh, what happened there? I guess it popped out. That's going to come take a face off right here. Just a second. All right, 12:57 on the clock. 3-2 on the shot. 0-0 the score as Goldie takes this face off and wins it. Gets it back to Cooper, who throws this one in. Duet going in on some forecheck. Put some pressure on a guy. Goes over in the far side corner. I can't really see it. Some people and stuff in the way here. Not even sure who's got the puck. All right, Goldie looking for the wrap, though. Back from behind the net. Chips out to the far side. Cooper's going to get there. He pokes at it. He's got to work for it. Caps have it. Chip it into the neutral space. Battle right along the boards at center ice. Little back and forth. Knights now coming through. Goldie with some room and some speed. That gets stolen, broken up, comes into neutral space. Picked up by Suki. Suki blows a tire. Caps pick it up. They get into neutral space. He's collapsed on, loses that right away. Backhanded in, though, from neutral. Suki's going to get there. Fans on the first one. Caps come away with it. They skate up the wall. Cash steals it. Backhands it, looking to do an area pass, but Caps get there first. Caps from their own end now. Into neutral. Entering the zone. They get around a guy that's coming through. Swatted out of there by Oliver. You can't really see the play. It's right underneath me up along the boards. That one's chipped up off the glass into neutral space again. Becomes a scramble. Puck is just bouncing around quite a bit. And Cash taking a hit, losing the puck, getting it back from the top of the circles, takes a shot, finds the glove. We get a change here. Irvine's out here with Wise and Winter. We still got Cassidy and King on D. Offensive zone faceoff goes straight back. Caps get it, backhanded to the wall. Bump pass off the wall. They chip it around a guy. They get it out wide. They center one. Broken up well by Kinger. Caps maintain possession. Can't center it, though. That's broken up. Ian with the puck. Rims it around the far side. Herbs is going to pick it up. He's got Winter in the middle. Hangs on to it. He skates through. We stay on side. He's chipping around a couple of guys. Hangs on to it. From the wall, moves us up at the point. Becomes a foot race. We got to get there. Ian doing a good job. Takes the inside angle. Shot goes high and to the left. Rims around to the far side point. Dangerous down in front again, but that gets tipped into the corner. Caps pick it up. Ian able to poke and steal a puck. Create some disruption for Winter. Winter gets it over to Irv. Irv with the puck out wide. Throws it on, no, not on net. Just a little bit wide right. That one rims around to the near side. Comes back into neutral space. Thrown into the middle. And a good defensive stick by Suki there. Tips it up into the netting for a stoppage at 10-13. All right, Knights went out for a change. Larkin's out there with Noah and Potter this time, I think. No, sorry, Langer and Potter. I was all mixed up. Normally I'm seeing 22. It's 20. Hard to see these numbers right now. All right, puck comes deep into our zone. Suki picks it up, cuts, reverses, has to avoid the hit. Doesn't do that, gets hammered down into the corner. We're able to chip it up to the half wall, go cross ice. It's going to find Potter. He's got a spinorama, cuts, hangs onto it, maintains possession, looking to make a good move. He's poked off the puck. Chips it out to the far wall, foot race. Schulenberger's chips it back deep. Potter tries to chip it back up high. That's stolen. Thrown up to the point. Back down from the wall. He skates through. He's going to lose it. Pops into neutral space. Thrown in. They're offsides. That gives us a little bit of room. Schulenberger's going to go get it. Knights went out for a change. Out to Wise. Ethan with the puck. Drop the pie for Noah. Chip in and goes wide left. Pops into neutral space. Cooper pins his man, and Drew comes in to support on the far side. Up through the middle, finds Wise. It's going to be below you. Hard to see. Wise are now coming in, entering the zone, centering one. Picked up by Noah. Noah, looking to get one on the weak side post, but Weiser was tied up on the other side. Drew now with the puck from center ice, throws it in deep. Our guys going on the forecheck. Their goalie settles it down. Braden's able to come in, get a body on. Ethan keeps the puck in. Caps pick it up behind their net. Cut, reverse, making a couple of moves, loses the puck, chipped in front, dangerous. Kept in deep by the Caps. Caps now from the near side. They try to take it back behind the net. Braden's going to pick up the loose change, chip to the wall. Batted forward. No clear possession. That puck is really bouncy. I don't know. Maybe it's just really hard ice or something from being so cold. All right, from her own end, Drew throws it in. Perk's going to try to get there, but we get the icing and a whistle at 7:54. Puck coming down in our end as Kinger comes out with Maley. On defense, we got Logan out there with Alex and I think Bert. Yeah, 25. It's amazing how much these jerseys are messing with my ability to figure out who's who. All right, face off won by the Capitals, but thrown back a little bit off the mark, comes deep into their own end. Chip back into neutral space. Caps now have it. Thrown into the middle, chipped out back into neutral space. Caps trying to regroup and circle it around yet again. Loose into the middle. This one chips back and forth off a couple of skates. Real hard to keep possession here. Oops, ran into something. Sorry about that. The puck comes in deep. But we get a whistle for a holding call. All right, so it's 7:23 in the first. Madison Capitals go into the box for 2 minutes for a holding call. All right. Well, our guys are pretty strong on the power play, winning the last game in the last second on the power play, actually, from last weekend. Floating puck up and over the goalie with literally tenths of a second left on the clock. It was pretty awesome to watch. Loose bouncing puck through the middle. Caps recover it. He's rushing through. Shot is blocked. Chip goes wide right. Speed's going to get there. Logan with the puck. Speed hangs onto it. Fans on the pass a little bit, but gets through. Drew can't quite get to it. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Again, it's right underneath. It's hard to see. Spivak with the puck in his own end. Gets it over to Drew. Drew tries to stretch one, but it's off the mark, and we get an icing. So we get some new guys out. Potter's going to come out with Strom and I think Whitmore. I think Drew and Kinger are out there. No. Can't see the other corner. No, it's still Maley and Kinger. Kinger with the puck, skating right up through the middle, chips it out wide to Braden. Braden gets it over to Potter. Nice catch by Potter on the backhand side. Potter hanging on to the puck, chips it out wide. It's just a little off the mark, comes into neutral space. Kinger's going to pick it up, chips it up to Braden. Braden enters the zone, throws it cross ice, finds Gold. Gold's got to hang on to it. Sorry, I'm a little off the mark. Takes a shot, deflects, goes back behind the net, and chips up front. Braden from the left side. Shot goes wide right. Potter picking it up, gets it down low. Little toe drag move, backhand shot, blocked. Tips back behind the net. Cash with the puck now. Drops it for Potter. Battle down in the corner, chips up into neutral space. We keep it onside just barely. Goldie chipping out wide, finds Braden. Braden throwing it through, looking for the weak side again. Instead, this comes up. Kinger getting on his horse and cheaping that puck in there. Whitmore down to Potter. Potter up to Gold. Gold toe drags, shot, blocked, chips out wide left. That one comes offside. Little spinorama, thrown cross ice. Goldie's going to get it. He's got some room. Settles it down, dropped it up high for Potter. Potter toes, comes in, shot. Goalie's ready. And that is going to kill off the penalty for Madison Capitals. So Knights not able to take advantage. Put a few shots on, but couldn't get one in the back of the net just yet. 8-3 on shots, favor the Knights. 5:20 left to go in the opening. Score still 0-0. We get a change. Origins out there taking a shot right off that face-off win from Winter. Gets deflected up into the net. So we'll reset and do that again. Hopefully the camera's staying focused on the players and not this power strip here. Face-off goes to the wall. Can't really see where it is. A hard battle down in the corner. Maybe I can come out this way a little bit and try to show you. Yeah, not... Makes a weird camera angle when I do that. Kind of freaks me out. Anyway, Caps with the puck back behind the net, chip around in the near side wall, get it out into neutral space. Get off the mark with it. Comes down where Suki's going to get it. He rims it around, comes out into neutral space. Jack's able to poke it forward. Caps recover it, chip it deep, glove down. Chip forward and blocked. Comes back into our own end. Suki's going to get there. Knights with the puck. Ethan gets it up to Urs. Urs skates out wide from the dots. Shot, bouncing puck. Looking to sneak one through. Goes wide left. Putting some pressure on. Not before the Knights get it out into neutral space. They come in. They're on sides. They get around a guy. Drop him to the middle. Good job by Oliver coming out, being really big on that crease. Comes up to the far side wall. Urs with the puck. He's going to throw it across to Drew. Drew skating up. Has to navigate a hit. Chips the puck in deep. Like gives our guys sometimes a change. As Langer's coming in, he puts some good pressure on. He gets some help. I think that's Gabe. He's getting tied up. He gets taken down. Capitals throw the puck back out. Drew gets the puck from Coop. Reverses it. Comes back out. Doesn't quite clear. Coop's got it yet again. Finds an open Burt. Burt coming through. Trying to shake and bake. Gets tied up in the skates. Gabe picks it up. Hard shot. Goes behind the net. Comes up to the far side point. From his knees. Gets the puck in deep, but Caps recover it. That chips out into neutral space. It's broken right up. And some back and forth here in the neutral zone. Maley with the puck. Getting it out to Drew. Drew chips it in deep. Larkin goes in on the forecheck. He's going to get there. He gets tied up with two different guys. Potter comes in to help him from the corner. Potter chipping it through. Look for weak side that gets through clean. Ian from the point throws it in. Rims around to the near side where Potter's going to pick it up. He tries to reverse it. That gets stolen and broken up. Caps now have it. They give it away. Ian lobs it up. We're not quite ready for it. And that's thrown in on net from center ice. Loose puck in front. Dangerous. They miss on the connecting pass. Gives us a bit of a break. And we miss on that pass, and that goes deep into the zone. Maley's going to get there. He puts a good body on a guy. Working hard on the forecheck and pressure. Trying to keep the puck in. Trying to chip it up to I think Noah, that didn't work. Maley stealing the puck, dropping it out wide. Oh, look for Larkin. Good opportunity there. Great shift by Maley. Puck deep in the corner now. But Caps come away with it, chip it into center ice. That's broken up. Oh, we lose it. Caps have it weak side. They fan on. Well, didn't quite fan on it. I think it rolled up off his stick. Looked like he fanned on it at first. All right, Braden backhand one towards the net, looking to see if he can get a rebound opportunity for Cash, who crashes the net and gives the goalie a shower. But goalie had it covered up with 1:47 left to go in the opening period. Out shooting 2-1, 10-5 on the shot. Still nothing on the score. Braden going to take this face off. He's got Noah with him. Whitmore on the right. Schulenberger on D with Kinger. They're battling for it in the corner. Caps come away with it. They zigzag back and forth. Making something happen. Dangerous down the front. Good save by Bryant. Caps able to stop our rush coming out. Settled down back behind the net. Shipped around by Kinger. Comes up to Noah. Noah's got a reverse. That's broken up and stolen. Kinger's going to have to go and get there. He pokes at it. Noah gets pinned into the corner. Schulenberger comes in to help. Puck pops loose. Whitmore's going to get it. He tries to chip it up, but that's stolen. Shot 2 feet wide right by the Caps. Thrown in deep. And with 1:02 left in the period, we ice the puck. Guys go out for a change. And we have a defensive zone faceoff coming up. Looks like Weiser's out there with Goldie and Winter. Suki trying to get to the puck back behind the net. He does. He puts some good pressure on a guy. Comes around. Goldie's going to get there. Chips it off the wall. Finds Winter. Winter scoops it out to Potter or Cooper. Thrown in. Weiser's going to go in on the forecheck. He's got Goldie with him. Ethan does a good job. Makes them force the puck back. They lose it at the goal line. Winter putting some pressure. East with the secondary. Comes up to the wall where Goldie keeps it in. Rimmed around on the near side now. Caps have it. They're able to get it out into neutral space. Cooper gets there. Bump pass from Ian. Chip back out wide. Goldie now with the puck. He's got Winter behind him. Goldie with a hard shot. Loose in front. Still loose. Ethan with the puck. Oh, a couple of guys coming through. Oh, man, I thought the goalie had it covered. Still loose in front. Goalie is still scrambling. Finally gets it covered up with 11.1 left. Hard to stay on top of that play. Lots of loose rebound opportunities in front. Puck just a little too close. Goalie was stacking pads and doing whatever he could to cover all that space, and the puck somehow stays out of the net. So Alex will take this face off. Gets stuck inside the circle, chipped up off the glass, comes into neutral space. And we go back and forth a few times, missing on the puck, and that's going to kill the period. So after one period of play, shots 13-6, but score 0-0. One penalty in the period for a holding against Madison Capitals. A couple of good chances, but couldn't take advantage. Boys have to go and settle down and come back and have a strong start after a fresh ice cut. So we'll be back maybe in 12 minutes or so as they go to cut the ice. I'll go on mute and be back in about 10 minutes. All right, we're going to be back underway shortly. That's the buzzer. I do believe the teams will start coming out in just a second. There's our highly fashionable NorthStar Knights coming out in the new swag. And if you haven't, go ahead and bet on one of the jerseys. Um, yeah, all the profits and proceeds from that go to Hockey Ministries International, I believe. I think right after this, actually, for a chapel, is Bill Butters is going to speak, who heads up the HMI. I don't know if the whole thing or he's one of the chapters here, but he's also coming in and speaking to my younger son's team as they set up a chapel Bible study on a regular basis as well. Thought that was really, really cool. So to recap, in case you're just tuning in here, score is 0-0 going into the second period against the Madison Capitals 16U team. We outshot them 13-6 in that opening period. Only one penalty on the period coming against the Capitals, I believe, for a hold. A couple of good chances for us, but couldn't quite capitalize. Let's hope for a strong start here. Looking for a lot of energy and fire to start this one out. Yeah, there's my dude, number 18, on cap with the big old hair. Again, he reminds me of Commodore. The big flow, curly, sticking out. I like it. Ref coming in doing some education there on the circle. A little bit of warning on the chirp, I think. Braden taking the face off, winning the back. Comes to Maley. Maley with the puck. Stretches it up. Loose. Comes right back to the center circle. Caps with it, taking a hard shot. Rebound opportunities there. Oh, backhanded in. So the puck was loose in front and then gets chipped up into the air and then gets backhanded in as we couldn't clear it. So just 13 seconds in, the Capitals go up 1-0 in the second period. Not the start we were looking for. Lots of hockey, though. I believe number 18, Jackson here, had that backhanded out of the air goal for the Caps. And we get some fresh guys on the ice, and we get to do this again. Tipped in deep by the Caps. Ian's going to get there. Reverses it up for Tuner. Stuck at the wall. Comes down low. Thrown up for Spiewak. Spiewak with the puck. He's got speed. He's got to navigate a ref. Cuts. Still runs into the ref. Comes up to Kinger. Kinger to Ian. Ian shot. Blocks. Tipped down low. Thrown back into neutral. Well, tried to clear the neutral space. Kept in by RD. Goldie gets taken down back behind the net. No call. Spiewak with the puck. Lost by the Caps. Now have it. They're off the mark with their pass. They got time to recover, though. Tip it in. Ian's going to get there. He throws it back up to the half wall. Kinger's got it. He goes cross ice. Bump pass. Weird bounce off the wall. Comes into neutral space. Caps have it. They chip it into the zone. Goes into the corner. Kinger's going to get there. Puts a shoulder on. Loose back behind the net. Chipped out wide. But I think the net came off. Yeah, net came off. So we get a whistle and two guys out on the ice. Potter taking this face off. Goes to the wall. Can't quite see it. Scoot over here. Schulenberger now with the puck in the corner. He's got Suki back there with him. Speaking of Suki, he picks up the puck, chips it out wide. Potter's going to come away with it. He's got a cash in the middle. Potter cuts in through the middle, chips, looking for the top shelf. Secondary opportunity was there too. Good save by the goalie. Caps now with the puck coming the other way. They drop it backwards, go cross ice with it, throw it all the way in and ice it. So we get a whistle and we'll come back down into this end. Face off won by the Knights. Shot from the point by Suki off a pass from Weiser. Caps have it, chip it up, kept in by Schulenberger. Comes down low for Urs. Winter now from the corner. Caps have it, get it out in the neutral space. They go cross ice from the near side. They throw it into the far side corner, rims around to the far point. Thrown in, wide left of the net, comes over to the wall. Urs picks it up, chips through the middle. That's broken up, thrown back by the Caps. Suki with the puck, chips it over for Schulenberger, comes up for Urs. Urs can't quite get there before it's thrown back in. Caps have it down low, broken up by Wynn. Winter with the puck, has to cut, reverse back the other way, gets some help from Suki. Suki's got a little bit of room. He takes a lane that's broken up. Good backhand poke, comes out. Just a little too fast for Weiser to get there. Jack's trying to put some pressure and break the pass up, but comes into neutral space. It's right below you. Let's see if I can scoot down and show you that. Puck comes out wide, thrown in deep by Cooper. That's on the mark. The goalie's going to hang on to it and get a whistle. Face off, bounces around, shot from the point, comes right back up towards the point, poked in. Battle along the boards, comes up a little higher, tips out into neutral space. Cooper's got to get there. He takes an inside angle, but that's an icing, and the puck's going to come back down into the Capitals' end. Larkin is out there with Noah and Braden. For our forwards, we've got Cooper Smith and Drew Corney on D. That face-off driven forward, rims around to the near side. Thrown in by Coop. Goes over into the corner where Braden gets it in the mix. Battle along the far side wall. Comes up towards the point. Top of the circles now. Braden chips it low. Good opportunity. Good save by the goalie on the pad. Larkin with the puck. Settles it down for Coop. Coop throws it in deep. Rims around though. All the way to the far side. Drew comes in. Pinches. Drives it forward. Chip back up. Broken up by the Capitals. They feather one out in the neutral space. They chip it in deep. Drew gets there, reverses it. Nope, fans on that a little bit. Oh, Braden takes one up high in the face, coming in the mix. No call on the high stick. Caps with the puck, chip it down low, sock it around a little bit. They throw it towards the net, looking for a weak side, and Oliver gets a glove in the way and gets a whistle. Nally coming out with Ian. Sam's out there with Gabe and Ryan. Moving forward, thrown back in. Cap center one, comes around to the near side. Gabe picks it up, stretching one up for Winter. That gets through everybody. Caps are going to get there. Winter puts on pressure. Ryan pokes at it. He's disrupting his guy. Gabe comes in to help. 2-2 battle down low. Caps have the numbers now, though. And they come away with the puck. They throw it up through the middle. Couple of passes, and they're on their way. They chip out wide, get forced into the corner here. Drive the puck low. Good angle by Ian. Ryan from the half wall gets broken up. Winter picks it up now, back behind the net. Backhands one up towards the wall, read by the Cap. Can hang on to it. Langer with a bump pass to Lee. Gabe with the puck. Trips it up to Maley. Maley shot just off the mark. Maley trying to get another one, but a stick lift stops that. Caps now coming the other way. It's a 2-2 with the back check in process. They chip it off soft. It goes wide left of the net. Oliver's going to spin around and get a glove on that. We get a whistle. 12:45 left to go in the second period. Score is 1-0 for the Caps. As we get ready to take this face off. Burke's in the mix, gets it over to Shu. Shu gets it over to Kinger. Kinger reverses, comes back up the far side, gets pinned to the wall. Goldie comes in to help. Kinger coming away with the puck, back behind his own net, through the middle, forced out wide. Has to adjust. Schulenberger covering the net, hand is up, and it looks like we're going to the box for a trip. I think Kinger's going to have to go sit for 2 for trip. So at 12:21, our second penalty of the game. This one coming to us, the other one coming to the Caps in the first. At 12:21, we got 2 minutes to kill off. Face off ends up with the Caps. They set things up. They get it down low, back up high, up to the middle. Poked off well by Larkin, comes into neutral space. Cross ice pass, bumps in, and an offsides. Face off won by the Caps, gets thrown deep into their own end. They settle it down, take it back behind their net, go up to the far side, enter the zone. All right, Caps now with the puck, trying to set things up, broken up into the middle. They able to scramble, bouncing puck. Their man fans on it. They recover. They throw it back up high. They set it up. Get it down low on the right side. That's poked out wide. Schulenberger's there. Braden comes in on the far side, pins his man. Cooper comes in to help. Now Suki's in the mix. All 3 guys over there, hacking and whacking at it. Comes up towards the hashes, up to the blue line. That's kept in. Loose down in front. Couple of stick moves. Thrown towards the net, bounces up high. One guy goes out for change. Larkin's going to get there. He chips it up. Just can't quite connect with Braden. Braden goes in, trying to separate the goalie from the puck, and the goalie gets rid of it. Caps now have it, set it up behind their own net. Gold's there in front. Caps connecting, breaking out, miss and recover. Malley gets a poke on his guy. Can't see what's happening. Too many people, and I can't see the corner. Caps have it from the bottom of the circle, looking to chip one over the shoulder. Oliver staying nice and big. He's able to cover that up, get a whistle. 16 seconds left to go in the kill. 10:37 left to go in the second period. Logan taking this face off. That drives back, chipped up by Malley, comes up towards the point. Caps keep it in. They get it to the center. They come out wide. They bobble the puck. It becomes a scramble. Drew with the puck, rims it hard off the glass, and it rides a little too high, comes up out of play. 5 seconds left to go on the kill. Potter's going to come out with Gabe. Malley's out there with Ian. I'm sorry. I think that's 5, not 3. I think is that Drew? Yeah, it's Drew. Sorry, not Ian. Potter with the puck. Backhands it up in the soft space. Finger coming right in off the box, looking to steal one. That's broken up. Potter's going to get there. Fakes back, comes around the far side. Cash has to get there and get a stick on it. We stretch one across. That comes to Potter. Potter cutting in hard, gets poked off. He's got Gabe there to help. Malley from the point, trying to keep it in. That bounces off his stick. Drew gets it, has to navigate around. Malley picks it up at the bottom of the face-off circle. Goes cross ice with it. And it's an icing. So that'll come back down in the defensive end. 9:45 left to go in the period. 16-10 now on shots as the Caps were able to catch up a little bit. So far, at least according to the score clock, the Knights have not put one on net this period. From the far side, thrown up by Cash. That comes all the way down. It's waved off. Gabe putting the forechecking pressure. Caps come away with the puck. They get it to the wall. They go cross ice. It's broken up. They get it back. Thrown in from the blue line. Schulenberger's going to get there. Backhands it over to Ian. Ian, backhand saucer up to Gabe. It's a little too high. Caps have it. Regroup. Throw it in deep. And that rims around all the way clean to the near side. Ian able to get the puck in. Potter throws it in deep. Ian now back behind the goal line. He's looking to set it up. Throw it right in the middle. Gets to Herb. Looking to top shelf one. Looks like it goes wide right. Potter throws it back down for Herb. That takes a weird bounce. Caps recover the puck. Come back through the neutral zone. Potter from his own end. Backhands it over to Schulenberger. Schu stretches it up to Soup. Soup tips it in. Irvine goes in on the forecheck. He's there. He pins his man. Caps take the puck though. Ethan puts good pressure on. Stolen in center ice. Winter with the puck. Oh, loses it. Shot coming. Bounces up. Batted out by Cooper. Up the half wall. Winter with the puck. Comes out to Herbs. Herbs taking and bacon. Throws it up high. Gets it to Coop. He's got to spin around. He does. Gets taken down. There's the call. There's the whistle. Okay. All right. Good pressure. So the guy's trying to make something happen there. Cooper with lots of pressure up high. Gets double covered and tripped on his pressure coming down. Allows us to get the power play unit out there with 8:11 left to go in the second. Caps go in the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Pretty sure it was a trip. I just saw the hand go up and the player go down, so I'm assuming it was a trip. That comes up, kept in by Speed, thrown out wide. Drew gets it over to Ian. Speed down low. He's got to move around. No, I'm sorry, that's not Speed, that's Noah. This one comes deep. Oliver's going to get it. He throws it over. Oh, little off the mark. Strong forechecking pressure by the Caps. They're able to keep the puck deep. Ian pins his man. He gets some help from Larkin. He overskates it. Drew gets in the mix. Pops back out in front. Dangerous in front. Couple of sticks having to scramble. Really on her heels here. We're just a little off the mark. We're trying to settle things down now in our own end. This comes up high. Drew with the puck. Shot wide left. Rebound opportunity. We bobble it around. Here's another good shot. Top shelf. It looks like Ian able to come in and find the puck sitting in front of the crease. And he roofs that one to tie this one up. So 7:22 left to go in the second. 1:11 left on the power play. We're able to get it in the back of the net. Tied 1-1. Langer getting that face off back to Maley. Maley chips it up for Potter. Potter definitely tipped that. So Ian from Drew and Logan on that. Caps with the puck, walking in, top of the circle. Shot goes wide left, comes over the near side. Potter's got it. That's broken up. Kinger goes D to D to Maley. Maley's got to navigate around this ref. That's the third or fourth time that ref's been in the way. Potter coming in, trying to disrupt things in the offensive zone. That's stretched up, tipped up, and out of play as they get tied up in the middle a little bit. Refs come in and send people on their way. we're just having a chit chat. Looks like we'll have an offensive zone or a neutral zone face-off here. Braden's going to take this one. Stuck on the dots, comes back. Suki over to Schulenberger throws it in on net. Maybe a pad save, goes into the corner. Noah's there trying to put some hard pressure in the corner. Braden's in the mix as well. It's a hard battle. Comes up to the point where Suki's got it. Sorry, I'm staring at a table, not the ice. Noah with the puck, gets it up to Suk. Suk walks the line, throws it cross corner. Braden backhands it for Larkin. Larkin has to spin around. He made a couple of hits. Comes away with the puck up to the wall, back down low, centers one. Noah with the puck. He's going to try to rise it. That's blocked, saved, and comes out. Shipped around. Larkin's going to get there. And not before there is a penalty. So it looks like Suki's got to take 2 minutes in the box for an interference. So 6:07 left to go in the second. We got another penalty this period that we got to kill off. Second for us, third of the period. I think fourth in the game. To the top of the circle, splits the D. Gives us the second. Caps taking it back behind their net, looking to set things up. They work their breakout. They're able to walk in, shake and bake. And they put one in the back of the net. So good hands by their goalie, or their man there coming through, faking the forehand. Going cross crease, just getting by everybody as we kind of got stuck. So the Caps able to put one in unassisted. And they quickly claw that goal back. Potter taking this face off. Weiser's out there with him, but ref not liking the guys on the near side jumping the gun, so we get a whistle and we'll do this again. They're still inside the circle by a good 1.5 feet, 2 feet. And then they get sent packing. And now Cash will take this one. And now they're inside the circle on the far side. Face off comes to the Knights. Soft up by Maley to Potter. Potter throws it in deep. Weiser goes in on the forecheck. Caps get to the puck. They go cross ice. Red and stolen by Potter. Potter centering one. That's broken up. Maley with a quick shot. Oh, man, what a good shot. Super quick release. Rising shot. Hits the pipe and goes up and out of play. But, man, looking for that top corner and just about found it. This one rims around to the far side. Ian's able to keep it in, throws it in, and it rims around to the near side. Potter's going to get it at the near side half wall. Tries to center one. That's broken up. Caps with the puck. They bobble on the first pass. Get away with the second one. Maley's there. Stops it. If I can't shoot the corner a little bit. Really kind of hard to do. Maley with the puck back behind the net. Comes around to the far side. Good body by the Caps. Separate them from the puck. Maley comes in to help. He's going to hang on to it. He gets it up for Weiser. Weiser with the puck. He's poked off. There's the 5th or 6th time that ref's in the way. Good Lord. He's just struggling to move and get out of the way. Potter now coming in, trying to put some pressure. Caps have it. They got some room. Herb comes in, puts a body on. He gets bounced back pretty hard. We're offsides. We got to tag up. Caps with the puck. Jax puts a stick on it. He gets taken down. It's thrown deep, and it's an ice. 4:21 left to go in the second. Langer going to take this face off. Urs is out there with him with Burke. Got Kinger out there with Schulenberger. Face off stuck down on the dots for a second. Ryan goes in, puts some pressure on. This runs around to the far side. Urs is going to get it. Cuts, reverses back down low, gets taken down. No call. Chipped up high, kept in by Schulenberger. Thrown back towards the net. It's loose in front. Batted out. Caps coming through. Broken up by Langer. Urs has it on the far side. He hands it in. Caps have it, rimming around on the near side. Kinger getting there, chips it low, comes back into the middle. Caps with it, chip it out into neutral space, bounces around. Schulenberger tries to throw it up and out of the zone. Caps have it. They're battling. That's broken up. Kinger's going to get it. Kinger making some moves, hangs onto it, settles it down, gets it up for Urs. That's in his feet. Caps are able to get to it. They go cross ice. They bobble the pass, get it back in the middle. Down in the corner, a couple of bodies getting hit. Shot from up high, goes wide left. Again, ref getting in the way. All right. Back and forth at the blue line. Suki now with it. Throws it back again. Third back and forth, thrown in by the Caps. Rims around. Cooper gets there. He gets some help from Winter. Thrown up to the top from the point. Shot blocked by Gabe. Loose. Broken stick on the play. He doesn't realize it. A bunch of guys yelling to him, letting him know he's got a broken stick. And I was watching up here, not sure what happened with the whistle. I don't know if that was, not sure what the deal was on the whistle. Well, the ref's going and cleaning things up as we get ready to take a face-off here in the offensive zone. The face-off goes towards the wall. Our man gets taken down with a secondary bump. Thrown up high, Maley, hard shot, blocked, gets down low. Goldie drops it up. Noah with the puck. He drops it back for Gold. Gold trying to reverse, comes back into the corner. He gets some help from Braden. Braden trying to center one. That's deflect, broken up. Drew from the far side, loose in front. Couple of rebounds, backhanded in front. Stick lift stops that shot. Caps coming through. Little back and forth off the feet. Puck hits deep. Good fake by Braden. Caps come in, put some pressure though. Drew and Braden down there. Maley gets a poke on it. Comes back into the corner. From the half wall, we can't quite clear it. Now we got it. Braden with the puck coming through. He loses an edge. Forces he's got to dive over him as Maley throws one on net. Braden looking to chip that one down, but the goalie gets a glove on it, and we get a stoppage at 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the period. Ethan out there with Tyler and Logan. We got Kingston and Ian on D. That shot deflection goes up off the glass, rims around to the far side, pops into neutral space. Their man coming through. He's got good speed. Gets taken down. No call. Ian now coming back the other way. Also with good speed. He gets forced out wide. Rims it around to the far side. Logan's got it. Gets it up to Kinger. Kinger backhands it down for Logan again. Logan stuck in his feet. Gets it up to Kinger. Kinger. D to D. Ian has to recover a bobbling puck. Gets it down for Potter. Weiser comes in to help. Tries to center one. Gets it back. Potter gets taken down on a spinorama. Goes over to the far corner. Logan picks it up. He walks around. Settles it down. Shot. Blocked. Another loose one from the side, loose in front, and then a cover and a whistle. 36.3 seconds left to go in the second period. Score is unfortunately 2-1 in favor of the Caps. Shots 25-12 in favor of the Knights. So 2-1 in both sets of figures. One in our favor, and the more important one going to the Caps. Shot going under the legs of a guy, goes wide left. Caps chipping it out in the neutral space. Back and forth. We're off sides. We tag up. We go in. Cash and Langer going in, trying to put some pressure. They get around us. They fan on the breakout. Stays in. Now it gets cleared and tipped up. Bloomberger working his D, chipping up off the glass. He ices the puck. That'll come back down with 6.1 seconds left to go. We get a defensive zone face-off. So we get some fresh bodies out here. Winter's going to come out here with Burke and Herbs. Suki and Schulenberger on D. Face-off to the top of the circle. Burke gets there, chips it up off the glass, pops it in neutral space. Herbs is going to get there, but the whistle stops the play. All right, after two periods, the Capitals are up 2-1 over our NorthStar Knights. Shots 25-12. Ice cut, and we'll be back in about 12 minutes. All right, we are 30 seconds or so away from getting started. Boys coming back out for our third period. Quick recap here. We are down 1-2 against the Madison Capitals by outshooting them 25-12. A couple of power play goals, and I believe one even strength goal for the Caps. Power play goal for each of us, I think. The score is 0-0 after the first. The Caps coming out scoring very quickly in the second period. Just a few seconds in, 13, I believe. And then us scoring pretty deep into the second. And then the Caps answering that one pretty much right on the heels of ours. So quite a bit of back and forth as we get underway here in the third period. All right. Nice with that face-off win, shifting things around. That's batted down by a high stick, which I thought was by Larkin, but I guess not, as that comes through the neutral zone, tipped by the goalie. Noah goes in, puts in some pressure. Caps getting the puck and coming back through, chipping it in deep. Takes a weird bounce. Oliver plays it, backhands it for Drew. Drew gets it up to Lark. Lark's through the middle. And it's broken up, and it comes back towards the top. Drew throws it back in deep. Rims around to the far side where Braden gets it, chips it back down low. Comes around to the near side. Larkin's going to take it in the corner. Throws it towards the middle. Bounces around. Coop with the puck. Hard shot. Looking for a tip on the left side. Goes wide. Coop gets it back down low. Larkin from back behind the net. Cuts. Reverses. Trying to throw it up high. Braden picks it up. Skates around the near side. He's looking for some help. Finds it out wide left from Ian. Ian throws it in. Oh, loose in the crease. Recovered. Kept low, but good opportunity there. Flirting with the goal. Comes over to Ian on the far side. Ian walks. Chips it back out wide. Back over to Ian. Ian's shot is blocked. Ian gets it again. Throws it out wide for Kinger. Kinger throwing one towards the middle. That's broken up. Spiewak gets there. Chips it in. Goldie goes to get it. He gets a hold. No hands, though. And that one's cleared all the way down for an icing. Can't believe that wasn't a hold. That was, it was wrapped right around him, but no call. Hard shot from Ian right off that face-off. It was a little bit off the mark. Goalie gets a glove on it, though. Gets a stoppage. Goalie taking this face-off. He's out there with, can't see, I think Tuner and Spiewak. That's right. Gold putting on some pressure. Comes up towards the point. Kinger keeps it in. Top of the circle is chipped out by the Caps. Thrown in deep. It's going to ice yet again. And the puck will come on back. Alex getting ready to take this face off in the offensive zone. Chips it out wide for Speed. Speed gets it up to Kinger. Kinger chips it back down low. Goldie's going to get it. He gets pinned on the boards. Caps able to chip the puck, get it in a neutral space. That's broken up. Comes right below you. Thrown in deep again. Tuner goes in, trying to put some pressure, spin around and move. Comes away with the puck. Throws it up high for Kinger. Whoops, I'm off the mark. Kinger throwing it in from the point. Goldie now has it. From the half wall, he's navigating a couple of guys. Spivak gets it out to Ian, looking to get one on net. That's deflected over to the far side. Thrown back in by Kinger. Gold gets taken down at the far wall. No call as they bounce around trying to get possession of the puck. Spiewak has it. Chips it back down low. Kinger's got it. He gets pinned. It's a 2-1 battle. So our guys go out for a change. A couple of sticks get tuffled up. Caps have it, chip it around, get neutral ice. Oh, their man's walking in, trying to sneak one through. And he gets the wrap around. Oh, no. First shot is there. Puck pops loose. He picks it back up and wraps it around on the far side as Oliver gets stuck off on the post. Couldn't get back to get that one on the wrap. So some quick speed here from the Capitals coming in and getting by us, creating some of these opportunities. Catching us just a little flat. Otter taking this face off, drives it back, gets it over to Suki. Suki gets it to Shu. Shu goes cross corner with it, bounces off the wall, gets by Gabe. Caps pick it up. Potter puts on some pressure. He takes down a man. There's no call there either. This one thrown up high, comes out in a neutral space. D to D with it, thrown in. It's on net. They get a glove. He's just going to hang on to it. No. Well, it's like it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Ref took a while to blow the whistle and finally does as our guys crash the net. Cash out there with Potter and Gabe. Suki and Shu on D. Tripped up and out of play by the Caps for a quick stop. We'll take that face off again with a fresh puck. Caps able to get to that puck. This time they chip it up and stays in play. Comes back down deep. Battle right there at the blue line. Hard to see. Knights come away with it. Try to stretch one up through the middle. Not the prettiest, but it gets in deep. Caps have it. Reverse it up the far side. And the near side here comes all the way back down our end. Schulenberger's going to get there. He takes it back behind the net. Gets it over to Suki. Suki's got to adjust. Evade the hit. Jackson picks it back up. He skates around a guy. Hangs onto the puck. Feathers one up. Potter's going to try to get there, but he can't quite do it before the icing. So that one's going to come on back. Irvine comes out with Wise and Winter. Looks like we got Cooper out there with Maley. Maley has the puck, rims it around the far side, takes a weird hop off the board. And that one ices around. So good rim around the boards. Took a weird hop there on the far side corner. And nobody had a chance of catching that one. So we'll take a... I guess the puck started on the left side, but I guess it exited the zone on the far side. So that's where the faceoff's going to go. Winter trying to drive that puck, comes up to the Caps. Caps chip it in from the point. This one comes back down low. Maley's going to get some help from Coop. Picks up the loose change, throws it up to Irv. Irv backhands it to Winter. Good breakout there. Winter driving hard, shot rolling through, gets under the glove, trips back out in front. Maley now with the puck. Oh, he just overskates it, gets it back. Moves around a couple of guys. Now it's a scramble the other way. Urs with a good back check. He picks it up. He gets around, chips it out in the neutral space. Gets punished for it. Caps come away with it. And they chip it cross ice. Cooper and Maley there. They pin their man. Winter comes in, picks up the puck, chips it up high, comes into open space. Noah's driving in hard, coming in right off the bench. He's forced out wide. Now he's forced back down low, gets taken down. Caps are able to chip it, poke at it, bats it down himself. Thrown in towards the middle, that's broken up. Knights now the other way. They get one up to the blue line, but Larkin jumps the gun and it's an offsides. I guess we got to take it down here. There we go. Braden getting ready to take this face off. Drives it forward. Comes back into the zone, though, from the Caps. D to D. Ian trying to get this one up the right side. That's broken up. Braden now has it in his own end. Takes it back behind the net. Gets himself a little bit of room. Comes with some speed. That's broken up at the blue line. Larkin picks it up at center ice. Gets the puck into the zone. Gets it to Drew. Drew's shot on target. Finds the glove of the goalie. 12:07 left to go in the game. Got some work to do. 28-14 on the shots, but unfortunately 1-3 on the score. Alex comes in to take his face off. He's got Burke and Logan with him. Schulenberger from the point. Gets the puck in deep. Kinger's on the left side. Logan chips it back down. Caps are going to get there. They chip it up off the wall. That gets by everybody. A little back and forth right under you. See if I can show you some of this. A little bit hard to see here. Well, we get the puck deep, but Caps get it back. Backhand it, able to get it out. Kinger gets pinned. Bold getting the puck into the zone. He gets forced off high. Kept in by Kinger. Thrown towards the net. Tip goes wide left. Loose in the front. Here's a good chance. Goalie covers that up, though. From the top of the circle. Kinger with a quick shot. That goes wide right. This spins around to the near side. Caps able to clear it. Kinger with the puck. He gets it over to Suk. Gold picking it up. He gets taken down. Puck goes over to the far side. I'm off the mark with the camera. Sorry. That's what happens when I try to show you what's going on right underneath. I forgot to bring it back up. Caps with the puck. Can't quite get in the zone clean. Cash gets tied up in a high stick. No call. Jay putting on some pressure in the forecheck. Potter's there with him. They get forced out wide into the corner. This comes back into neutral space. They get tied up right below you. You get back into the zone. Potter with the puck along the wall. Again, it's really hard to see. Maley can't hang on to that one at the blue line. He scrambles back to get it. He's got Suki with him. Hangs onto it. Gets it up to Cash. Cash has to navigate around it. Man, this is impossible to keep up with. I'm sorry. Play is just right below me. I can't see anything. And apparently there was a whistle and a penalty somewhere along the boards where I couldn't see it. So I think Maley came in and put a good hit on a guy right down here. And so this guy's hobbling over to the bench. I guess we got a whistle just for a stoppage as opposed to a penalty. All right. Caps coming away with this face-off, getting the puck. Can't quite get it through clean, but they pick it up in the neutral zone. Center it up here. Maley breaks up their shot attempt. 2-1 battle down low. Winter comes away with the puck. He stretches it up, finds Weiser. Weiser's got some room. He cuts out wide, looking for some help. He gets pinned into the corner. Let's see if I can show you some of that. Nice with the puck, tipping it across ice. Shot, looking for a tip down low. Cooper's going to pick it up in the far corner. He gets some help in the corner from Langer. And then a clear attempt hits the rafters, and we get a stoppage. A couple of good chances there, but nothing finding the net. Braden comes out with Jack and Noah. And we got Cooper and Drew out here on D. Kept in along the wall, now cleared by the Caps. Comes into neutral space. Dangerous in front, but Noah's able to chip it, get it over to Larkin. Larkin with the puck, chips it back for Noah. Forehand, backhand. Good pad save by the goalie. We get the puck back. Comes up high. Coop. Hard shot. Padded up into the ceiling for another stoppage. But a good offensive pressure there. Larkin and Noah creating some chances down there. Those guys go out for a change. Looks like Logan and Irvs with Goldie. That face-off driven deep. Comes around from the Caps to the point. Pops into neutral space. Puck still bouncing around. Coop's going to get it. He tries to stretch it up, and that's broken up. Caps now have it. They walk in, chipping one. And Oliver able to get a good save on it. Sorry for the bad camera angle there, guys. Maybe I should get an iPad or something that's bigger so I can just look at the screen and see the numbers. I try to watch the game, but keep the camera up. It's really difficult to do. This face off one back by the Knights. Ian's going to get there. Rims around to the far side. Little bump pass out. Gets the Cash. Cash has got Potter with him. Cash hangs on to it. Cuts through. Gets broken up. Burke right in the middle. Couple of sticks on it. Cash with the puck. Gets it down low for Potter. Potter's got to evade a couple of guys. Caps come away with it. Chip it around. Goes to the far side wall. Chipped off the wall into neutral space. Their guy gets by Kinger. Ian's there to help. Throws it back to Kinger. Kinger now up the right side or the far side. Gets it back. Break out to Cash. Cash drops it for Potter. Takes a quick shot. It's blocked. Cash gets taken down back behind the net. Puck comes up towards the half wall. Caps have it. Another guy skating through. He's going to get a shot on. Rims one off the pipe. And we feather one out into neutral space. Caps have it. Throw it back into the zone. Kinger's going to get it. Settle it down behind the net. Skates it up the near side. Throws it over to the corner that's broken up. Tied up in the snow. Caps have it. They're able to chip at it. Recover it. Man, they're really just getting in back behind us. Caps maintaining possession. Skating through. That's broken up. Caps recover it up high, throw it back down low. Fingers there, separates his man. Weiser comes in. He takes a hard hit, but able to get the puck up. Winter's got it. He's got Weiser with him. Hard shot. Padded up into the net. And we get another whistle with 6:35 left to go in the game. Still out shooting them. 2-1. As the shots are 31-15, but we're down 2 goals, 1-3. Braden getting ready to take this face off. Chips it out wide for Larkin, but that's broken up by the Caps. Caps can't connect on their pass. It's a scramble in the neutral zone, a little back and forth. Puck pops loose. Braden's going to get possession, loses it, scrambles, comes back out. Now it's an odd man coming the other way. You try to get back. They drop it up high, down low, chip it, and they score. So the Caps, once again, able to get in behind us. And that was a sneaky little shot, roofing its way top shelf from practically on the goal line. Not the way we thought this one was going to go. Oh, man, this guy is not feeling well. I think this is the guy that got hurt earlier. He is wobbling. Man. That was number 16 on the Caps. Keegan Jones from Cedar Falls, Iowa. Smaller guy at 5'7", 135. Took a hard hit earlier as Irv goes in, putting on some pressure down low in the corner. This one pops back up towards the top. Irv is able to help keep it in. Or sorry, that's Goldie. Irv's now from back behind the net. That rims around to the far side. Malley keeps the first one in, has to scramble, try to get the second one in. Caps poking it back and forth. They backhand one in. Malley fake pass cross ice, gets it to Irv. Irv from the far side centers one for Spiewak. Spiewak cuts cross ice. He's forced out wide, throws it towards the middle. Loose down in front. We're batted off. Irv comes in. Caps with the puck. They reach center ice. Malley comes in, breaks that up. Hard bounce off the boards. Looks like we had a goalie switch. I missed that at some point. So Brandon's in net at this point. Not sure when that happened. Caps able to get into the zone. That's batted down. And battle forward along the boards. It's thrown back down low. Potter's got it. He's got to deal with some pressure down in the corner. I know the camera angle is weird, but I'm trying to show it to you. Cash now with the puck. He's got a little bit of room. Malley on the left side. He walks in. Hard shot. Pad saves. That one's down low. Malley getting the puck back. Centers one that's broken up. Drews got some room. Shot. Gets blocked. Malley bats it down. Throws it back towards the net. Open on the right side. Can't quite connect. Potter settles it down. He skates around. Circles. Toe drag. Tries to snap one through. That's broken up. Takes a secondary shot that Cash takes a rebound shot looking for the right side. Goalie wasn't quite sure if he had it. And finally he does. 4:23 left to go in the third. 32-16 on the shots. But we're down 3 goals. It's 1-4. Caps over the Knights. Winter taking that face off, driving it back. Hard shot from Weiser. Just rolls on him a little bit. Goes wide left. We're able to keep the puck in the zone. Winter picks it up, tries to center one that's broken up. Caps now have it. They enter the zone, drop it up high. Center one that gets through, goes cross corner, comes in through the middle, back to the far side. They chip it in. Battle for it down low. It's in front. It's rolling around. I thought that rolled up and over the shoulder. His hands come up high and tempers are flaring. Arms are going. Well, good job by Brandon, able to stay on top of that one. I thought it rolled up his shoulder and then it was coming down his back, but he was able to keep it in front. It looks like one of the Caps players and Winter are going to the box. So offsetting penalties here at 3:47 for some roughing stuff. 5-5. Defensive zone face-off that Braden's going to take. Won by the Caps. Hard shot off the whistle. Schulenberger pins it. Finger comes in to help. Pop over the near side. Going up. Braden to Larkin. Larkin entering the zone. Can't really see it. Pinned in the corner. Caps now have it, though, back behind the net. They got some room. They tip it up and out. Braden's going to get there. Chips it to himself into open ice. It's pinned in the corner. Puck pops up and out of play at 3:12. So Logan out there with Alex and Ryan. Suki and Malley out there. Caps taking this puck to the wall. Pinning it there. coming away with it down low, finding some room. They enter neutral space, chip it into the zone. Becomes a foot race. Caps are going to get there. We get shouldered off the puck into the corner. Becomes a battle down low. Melee with it. Throws it to the far side. Logan's got it. Chips it out wide. Dropped by Langer to Alex, whose shot is tipped and thrown high up into the net and taken down from behind. And we get a stoppage as that one hits the net with 2:42 left to go in the game. Face off one by the Knights, thrown towards the net. And Suki taking a hard shot from the point, bounces one in. I don't even know if Langer knew that was coming or what, but it bounced in off Langer, I think. All right, so with 2:38, we claw one back. It's a 2-goal game. Larkin comes out here with Noah and Logan. Larkin taking this face off. Noah picks it up, drops it back for Drew. Drew chips it up to Larkin, who chips it into the zone. He goes in on the forechecking pressure. Noah comes in to help, but not before Caps coming back the other way. 2-on-1. They move the puck well and get it in the back of the net. Sorry, that was probably hard to see. It was hard to keep up with, but they work some really good 2-on-1 pressure as they once again get by us with some speed. Looks like 18 for the other team. It's going to the box for an unsportsmanlike. I missed it, but face-off stuck there on the dot for a second. Becomes a scramble. Cap's able to throw it in deep. And it's settled down. Brandon's got it. Kinger picks it up. Skates it up. Gets it to Braden. Braden has to evade the hit. Drops it for Cash. Cash, he's able to walk through. Tips it out wide for Gold. Gold, toe drag move, shot, blocked. Tips into the far side corner. Thrown back in by Braden. Potter drops it back in front. Moves through the crease. Potter picks it up. Gets it up high to Goldie. Goldie, he's walking through. Gets it left side. Oh, good setup. This goes off the side of the net, just off the mark. Good one-time opportunity by Cash. We pulled the goalie. Kinger's going to pick it up. Larkin now with the puck, skating, has some room, has some speed. It's pinched into the corner, comes through, cuts, back behind the net. Trying to refocus here. Larkin taking a shot, looking for top shelf, finds a glove. 1:15 left to go in the game. It's a 6-on-4 situation here for another minute. Forgot about the unsportsmanlike penalty that put us a player up as we had offsetting 5-5 for some roughing. And that face off one back. Capitals are going to get it. Rim it up off the glass. Comes around to the far side. Braden chips it back in. Larkin's got the puck. He's looking to set it up. Finds Braden down low. In front. Loose. In the crease. Still loose. We recover the loose puck. Kinger over to Braden. Braden looking to get one over to the weak side. Larkin back up to Kinger. Kinger from the point. Gets it down low. And we get tied up in the corner. Queuing up our seconds here, 45 of which are left. Kinger with the puck, gets it out wide. Braden walks in. That's locked up. Cleared. And no icing as they are on the penalty. Kinger with the puck. Settles it down. 10 seconds left to go. He throws it out wide. Braden chipping it through, looking to make something happen in the final ticks. Sorry, I was wrong on the clock. It was 20 seconds, not 10. Cleared by the Caps in a desperate move. Ends up icing it as they had just killed things off. In fact, I think it was the same player that was in the box that cleared it. 9.8 seconds left to go. And we have an offensive zone faceoff. 6 guys out. Won by the Knights. D to D. Ian with a one-timer loose, bouncing around. Goalie's able to cover that one up. 6 seconds left to go. Ian's out there with Burke and Noah and Logan Spiewak. We got Ian Cassidy and Drew Picorni. Knights with the face-off. Quick shot from the point. Blocked, thrown in, and that's going to conclude the game. So not the way we wanted that one to play out. Yeah, all a bit of a surprise, but Caps came ready to play. So we lose this one 2-5. Shots 36 for the Knights, 17 for the Capitals. So we definitely would like that one back, but we do have a game tomorrow against these guys. I think around 10 or something. I can't remember what time. I'll have to check. 9, thank you. Everybody's correcting me, letting me know quick. Still on East Coast time, y'all. That's oh yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.